Hi, my name's Tom, I'm from Manchester, I'm a huge film fan and I watch quite a few movie reviews on YouTube. Thought why not give it a go, so I'm here I am. So the first review I'm going to do is for Drive. It's a film by Nicholas Winding Refn, who is a director I'm interested in. I saw Bronson from a couple of years ago and the directing in that blew me away. I didn't love the movie, but the directing was fantastic. So I was really excited for this. And the film also got a lot of buzz at Cannes, and it got standing ovation, Best Director. It's basically been on my radar for a while, so I was super excited to see it, and it really didn't disappoint. It's a wonderful movie. It's probably my favourite of the year so far, if, at least in my top 3. So Ryan Gosling, his performance in this film is impeccable. He is a driver in LA. He's a stunt driver in Hollywood movies, a mechanic, but like the film really focuses on what he's doing illegally. He's a getaway driver and he's working for criminals and bank thieves, that kind of thing. And he gets involved with a few gangsters and he's going to do one last heist. It's just really interesting, and he plays it so calm. He's so cool and collected, but there's this kind of thing bubbling underneath and you can feel it. He's just so quiet, he doesn't say much in the movie, and it's such a great turn for Ryan Gosling. I've never been a big fan of his. I find him very busy, like he's always doing something with his hands. He's always so actorly. He has to play the part rather than just breathe and is the part. So in this movie, I was really surprised. I loved him in this. Even when he goes kind of psychotic towards the middle and end, he's still very restrained. Also, Carey Mulligan in this film, she's brilliant. There's no one quite like Carey Mulligan at the moment. No one has the same screen presence as she has. So much charisma. I can see her becoming one of my favourite actresses. She is just brilliant. And their chemistry together is great. Some of my favourite moments in the movie, actually, are just the two of them kind of just looking at each other and smiling at each other, and their relationship doesn't go really far, but you can really feel their connection, and the film really relies on that, and so their performances in those scenes are really great. The movie is really restrained as a whole. There's a scene at the beginning where Ryan Gosling's trying to get away from the cops, and instead of tearing down the streets of LA, he's calm. He finds a place to park, waits for the police to go past, and tailgates them, and when they're not looking behind. It's just really clever and really smart. And in a film like this, usually, for example, Fast 5, which is a film I liked a lot actually, but for different reasons, there'll be big explosions, there'll be tearing down the streets, there'll be big car chases and action set pieces, but this movie isn't about that. It's much more about the way that the characters are reacting to the things going on around them. It's a stunningly beautiful, visually, film. It's just... that didn't make grammatical sense. It's a visually stunning film. Every frame could be put on a wall and would be art. Just the lighting that's used, and also the music. It's a great 80s synth score. It feels really throwback, and it's really interesting to listen to and really involving. You've got to talk about the violence in this movie. The violence is explicit. It gets partway through the movie and it's been really calm all the way through, and then suddenly there's this explosion of violence, and you and the characters everyone's just like, what the hell just happened? I was not expecting that to happen. It really takes you by surprise. And from then on, the violence is just relentless. Nicholas Winding Refn cranks up the violence to 11. He pushes it as far as he can possibly go, and a lot of critics have critiqued it on that, actually, saying that it's too much and it's not responsible with its violence, and it's kind of reveling in its violence. But to me, where most movies these days they show violence in such a cartoonish way, it really annoys me. This film really looks at it in a realistic way, and the fact that you're having to look through your fingers and you're kind of looking away and you're feeling uncomfortable, I think that's a really interesting thing to show in a movie. So this movie is fantastic. However, there is one little problem I find, and that is the ending, and it's a big deal for me, the ending in a movie. This film, it goes on for about 30 seconds too long, and it really kind of... I just really wish it would have stopped 30 seconds earlier, and I think you'd understand if you see the movie. I don't really want to spoil it, so I'll just leave it at that. Also, the violence, it does go on a very long time, and there's a lot of violence, and I love that about the movie. However, once you get to the last few kind of violent scenes, you get kind of a little bit numb to the violence. and if there was a little bit less violence, then the film might have been a little bit more effective, the violence might have been a little bit more effective, and you would have walked out feeling a little bit more blown away by the violence. However, this film to me was wonderful. I loved it, it was fantastic, so I'm willing to forgive those small little problems and give it a 5 out of 5. Great movie, please go and check it out. So if you enjoyed this this movie review, please keep watching. I'll try and make a few more in the future, and if you have any comments, please leave them down below, positive or negative, and I'd love to respond to them. So thanks a lot for watching, see you again soon.